Welcome to Floating Nifty Podcast. I'm Shiuwen.
And I'm John.
Welcome back, John.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Are you excited to have this session?
I'm very excited, yeah.
So this session is about tea brewing. And if you recall, in our last brewing session, we worked with Secret Garden Alisan.
Mm-hmm.
And I compare it with 3 different water temperatures: cold brew, under boiling, and boiling hot water. And just you tell me honestly what you like. And today we're gonna do roughly the same thing. I'm not trying to convince you which method you like better, but today temperature will be hot.
Okay.
I'll try to maintain it as hot as I can get. And then we're going to brew charcoal roasted dongding. It's a roasted tea. And today let's work on proportions. I mean ratio, like how much tea do you put in there? And in a tea shop, I got asked a lot, what's your water temperature? How much tea leaves do you put in there? And how long do you brew tea? Etc., etc. I never really give people a very specific answer. First of all, is I don't know how to. Because I don't brew tea that way. And second of all, I truly believe tea is a live thing. And I'm going to use the tasting tea again. The more you can taste, the more you can play with it. Mm-hmm. And even if you say, I just like tea certain ways, and I just want to brew teas, certain ways, I think that's also fine. But for me, I'm a person who like to look at a thing from different angles. Tea brewing, tea tasting is a really alive thing. If we just look at it from one angle, is it bad? Is it wrong? No. But I just miss all the other angles, mm-hmm. and I feel like that is not enough for me. So it's more of my personality, basically, And obviously, last time when we tried the same tea, 3 different temperatures, you feel 3 teas all taste very good, right?
Yeah.
But you do prefer one of them.
Right.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You just look at the same tea from 3 different angles, 3 different temperatures. And so today let's work at the ratio part, how much tea do you put in there?
Okay.
Today is one of the few times that I actually measure out the tea. 6 grams.
Okay, 6 grams. Great. You got a gram scale out and everything.
So the first part, I'm going to use 6 grams.
Okay.
The second part, I'm going to use whatever I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 grams of tea look like this much for a charcoal roasted dongding. And if people care to know how big is this teapot, it's also the first time I ever measured up before the podcast. It's about 110 millimeters.
Okay, so 6 grams, 110 milliliters for the pot and the tea.
Yeah, and why? I don't know. Just because I keep hearing the number 6 when I used to brew tea. So let's just do 6 grams then. Here you go, smell.
Okay. It smells really good.
Smells good, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very exact, but I feel like all I do is just fill the bottom, which maybe is...
It's dark. It's really dark to see, but you haven't feel the...
Right.
You haven't feel it.
Okay.
Well, and it's also kind of unfair. This is kind of like really square flat.
True.
Not a round part. The bottom is actually smaller.
Yeah. Excited to drink more of this charcoal dongding.
It's good. This one is 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Promote my own teas. And of course, people can argue that today our experiment is not 100% scientific because I'm gonna make the brewing time longer with less leaves in there. So I'm not going to do it with the same temperature and the same time. I'm going to do it different time and different quantity. The goal is to see actually what different dynamic shows up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With especially a roasted tea and with a dongding. I'm a big fan of dongding tea.
Me too.
Yeah. And I think today, maybe the goal is just to let you see with different ratios, particularly what movement can you see
Okay.
also. Yeah. Especially it's such a big movement tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the way it can hit the body, as your previous session with just tasting the tea in a gaiwan, you can feel it open up and then move inside of your chest. It is a big movement tea, and with teapot, I think it's even more clear.
Okay.
With dongding and with let's talk about second part with the volume.
Yeah, this is the first time you've used a clay teapot since we've started the sessions. Because we used the gaiwan last week too, which is cool.
Did I?
I think gaiwan. It's all been gaiwan so far until now.
I thought when I brewed the Secret Garden Alisan.
Oh, you're right.
It's a
that
teapot.
last time, yeah.
I do prefer to use a teapot
Yeah.
to brew tea.
Cool.
Noah loves gaiwan though. You should try his gaiwan tea. Really good. Yeah, it's really good. First
Okay.
cup, just enjoy the tea.
Okay, that's easy. Still got the wonderful smell.
Yeah, gotta work with you on the same part.
Mm. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit of the movement around the tongue already.
There's some, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes to the side, goes underneath. So there's like the quick movement, but it's kind of light.
Mm-hmm. It's light, yeah.
And then for sure, throat, like a good roasted dongding tea. If people cannot feel the throat, something is missing.
Yeah, it's definitely in the throat.
And I would say
Yeah.
it kind of gently move to the chest area, but everything about it is on the lighter side.
Yeah.
Very pleasant though. It's well connected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it tastes really good.
that's the point.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that similar kind of spread already from the last session.
Good.
A little bit of that aftertaste too, maybe.
Yeah, there's some, but not as since the leaf quantity is not a lot. The impression is not as strong on the aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
But there's in a way, according to your description, it's kind of easy to track almost every single point of this tea. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Would you say that it spreads like slowly? Like, is this a slow spreading tea or a fat tea? Like, is this does it move really fast tea or slow?
I won't call it fast yet by some other tea experiences that I have, because some other teas I call it they are like ninjas.
Okay.
You don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
That they are moving, and sometimes just like, what the heck is happening? Wow, it's all over the places, but you don't actually physically see it moving. This one, you can feel that almost like if you pour hot water, let's imagine inside is actually outside, and just pour some warm water outside of your body, you get to experience the water, like touching your head and then going down to your body, your shoulder, your neck, and your chest. And possibly some lighty stuff going into your stomach. Some tea just like, oh wow, it's everywhere.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's ninja tea. So is it fast? By comparison, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I think step by step, when you can watch this, then you will build up some capacity to see those really fast teas. Yeah. By not imagining it. I think sometimes the danger of watching the tea can be like people don't have enough foundation, and then they start to imagine things.
Yeah.
Imagine a very average tea as a very exceptional tea.
Yeah, this is possibly the first time it's been more, to me at least, it's been more, I've noticed more than just, oh, it's there. Like, this is the first time I've actually noticed it moving to those spots rather than just, oh, I noticed it there.
How do you feel
sense?
with the experience that you can actually watch it moving and feel it moving?
It's, yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's like,
Right?
it's like watching a movie or something, just
Watching
like
a
the
show.
drama of it.
Tea is like watching a show.
Yeah.
And so don't stop it. Don't stop watching the show until it really ends.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like it. You already stopped watching the show. Wait.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait. Yeah. Even positive things. Oh, this smells so good. Well, don't stop there either.
Yeah.
What if the ending is really lousy? Or even better.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just like a good show. It have climax. It's just keep developing. And sometimes you have doubts in a show too, like, did that guy kill that woman? What? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe next brewing session we should work on timing.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Second one. Let's try to keep this pot as hot as possible on both teas.
I'm noticing it definitely more on the tongue this time. Like,
More, right?
More of that movement, more clearly. Yeah, I'm getting definitely like...
Throat become more like a ball now. Like the shape of it touching the throat, I can feel it that it's kind of becoming into a ball.
I can maybe see that. Like a ball. I'll have to think about that one. The ball.
No problem. Don't stop there though. But for sure, move into the chest again.
Yeah.
The impression is bigger now because the tea opened up, further and further.
Definitely got the spread kind of through the chest and the shoulder area again.
You can feel the shoulder now, huh? Isn't that fun when you can feel a shoulder tea?
Yeah,
I love, I call it shouldery teas.
Shouldery teas.
It feels so good.
Yeah, it does.
It's like somebody kind of massaged my shoulder just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Once again, I'm gonna preach a little bit. Isn't that amazing? Does the liquid go to your shoulder? I hope not. Does the feeling go to your shoulder? Heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've become aware of like, I don't know if my shoulders are tense or what, but I, just realized that maybe I'm.
And then you can relax.
Over there.
And then you can relax a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
And the aftertaste becomes stronger on the second infusion.
Yeah, I can kind of still feel it all over. Like, we're well past done with this cup of tea, but I'm still kind of feeling it in different spots. Kind of just like it's lingering. I don't know, like kind of all over, especially back up in the mouth. But yeah.
And there's a thing, when a tea leaves an impression stronger and longer, I think it's hard to sometimes not want it.
Yeah, it's really satisfying.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
When you call that out, and some other teas, you can call it out. Or some other teas, they say, not even call out or not call out. It doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a pleasant tea. And it can be satisfying in its own ways. But sometimes you are asking for more.
Yeah.
You know, just like sometimes you can eat a piece of steak, just whatever, good enough. I'm happy today. But sometimes you just want, you went to an expensive restaurant and the chef was so good and you just have that. Oh, he did it so well.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's like I am craving for that, you know. I'm craving for how he or she cooks that food for me. Tea the same. I'm craving for the
that movement all over
movement
it.
all over the plate, and sometimes it's not just the movement, the aftertaste, the impression.
Yeah.
When it can last this long, it feels really good.
It does. Yeah.
And special, you know. Did I just stop it last time too? I did.
You think you might have, yeah. It's long brews. Long brews for this whole for the whole first session here.
Oh, very long, right?
Yeah.
So I also don't time.
Mm-hmm.
But next time, really, let's do a timer brewing. I think that would be fun. And there are multiple ways to do it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't. You see, I don't decant my tea all the way.
Yeah.
Just play with that mind too. That would be really bad. I don't think so. Hashtag no fear. Hashtag is gonna be good. I have a tea brewing teacher. He always say, "Why not?" Who told you it's wrong? Who told you it's wrong?
The scent is really big on this one.
Let me see. Just maybe 3 infusions is enough.
Maybe the biggest scent of these 3.
And now it's really opening up. So I think you were asking about, like, does that mean it's like a balloon? This one has a little bit.
Yeah.
Not necessarily moving like from this to puff up balloon, but it just puff up right from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's that puffiness.
Mm-hmm.
Roof, side, underneath, one ball.
Okay, that makes sense.
Here you go. And slowly we'll work with some smaller details on the ball, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's good for first try on the overall. Everything is there.
Yeah, that was
you can
nice.
check everything, and then there's just that you look at 6 grams of tea, especially Dongding raw style oolong, how much it can look like.
Yeah.
In the thingy.
It's a pretty nice pile of leaves.
There's 6 grams of charcoal roasted Dongding right here in front of me. Get in there.
So when you measure it out by sight, do you think it's going to be more than that?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Did you ever try my Dongding before?
Oh yeah.
How I brew it. And then later you should try Noah's.
Oh yeah. Is it stronger for Noah? Does he brew stronger?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had it.
You had, right?
Right when he came back from Taiwan last time. He was he was really going for it. It was great. I would do that too if I had unlimited supply of tea.
Oh, come on! Floating leaf tea is here. It's unlimited supply. So it's really hard to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
On the
But
layer.
it definitely is a pretty good layer all the way across the bottom.
But I imagine though, when you like use a round pot with the same size, the layer will be thicker.
Right, that's right.
So it's
Okay.
like, I would say it's like 2 layers, you know, and then let's measure it out.
Okay. Measure the weight.
Yeah, actually only about 10.
10 grams.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not as much as I was imagining. I was actually imagining double.
Yeah, it's almost double though. It's still quite a lot more.
So let's put it back in there again.
Excited for this one.
So let's keep the pot hot just a little bit.
现在那个很热。
小心. I play with fire.
Yeah.
Just want this to cool down just a little. There you go, almost. So still charcoal roasted, don't they? So as you already experienced, when there's some stuff that you never experienced in tea, and you suddenly can call it out and can feel that, it's kind of addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so with some teas, some other sensations that to call it out, you do need enough leaves, in my experience. So, and let's see if I can pull it off today with this
Okay.
sounding. Introduce you a new sensation of
boy.
Dongding tea. It's really fun.
I'm getting a new sensation every session.
By the end, you'll be like loaded with sensations. If you come up here for like, I don't know, 12 episodes, you'll be like,
Yeah,
where
it's
do
gonna
I
be like,
track?
"Ah."
Maybe you'll be able to open your third eye by the end of the
Oh.
season.
Sounds scary.
No, I don't think so. Don't worry, because I don't know how to open mine yet.
Okay, so I got a ways to go then. Okay.
There you go.
The scent is already like really full and big. Maybe I'm getting it to go up a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Oh, we'll really work on this.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pause on that till the next episode.
Because that's like one of the best things to work on in tea. In a way, it's kind of necessary.
Mhm.
It's not kind of, it's necessary.
I mean, just right out, like right away, like it's bigger. The flavor is bigger, just for starters.
Mm-hmm.
And the tongue movement is like
It's really
really
clear.
like there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just clear. I think clear is the best word to describe it. Yeah, I think it took a little while in the last session to get it this clear, or at least for me to see it this clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I actually feel like the aftertaste is coming back up and like possibly going into my head. Maybe I've just had a lot of tea.
So you feel the aftertaste shooting up to your head?
Possibly.
Very
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Not possibly. I could definitely feel it going up. Yeah.
So imagine when you can do that right from the beginning.
Hmm.
Now pick this up and smell that. Can you go to your head now in a very gentle way?
Mm-hmm.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, that's so crazy.
So later, I think, now it's kind of prep you to get ready to smell the hot scent now.
Okay.
The hot liquid to see if it will go up.
God, it's totally up here.
It's totally up
Yeah.
there, right? I told you.
I'm not crazy, I promise.
I told you I can possibly open your third eye, man. I'm not even joking.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's not a free service, okay? Whoever is listening out there, I don't do that to random people.
That was crazy.
I only do that to John and Noah. Sorry.
Whew. It's amazing that like there's no liquid or anything in the cup, and it was basically cool. Like it wasn't even hot, the cup. You just smell it and it goes right up there. That is so weird.
Can you imagine when it's hot?
Yeah. Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, that was
When all
really...
these channels got opened up,
Yeah.
when a tea have so much to give, and we don't let them show up,
Wow.
it's a shame,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm still feeling that last session, like, or the last cup, like,
You're
up
still
all
feeling
over.
it up there, right? And you sometimes you think, am I crazy?
Yeah.
No, you are not. Well, if you are crazy, we are crazy together.
Crazy in a good way, if that's
Because
crazy.
I feel the same thing, John. Maybe we are two drunk people right now.
Maybe we are.
And this is where tea drinking is also really is a good session.
Mm-hmm.
When this kind of stuff is happening.
Yeah. It's really cool to share it.
Yeah. So it's different style of sharing because we are really truly enjoying this part of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until the future sharing will be like you lay down the cup and just look at me and I know exactly how you are feeling. And that is really beautiful. Yeah. And I truly believe it's gonna happen.
Cool.
I have the confidence. Here you go.
Here we go.
Cup number 2.
Is this number 2 or number 3?
Number 2.
Number 2. Wow. You're right. It is number 2.
You're already drunk.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it up. I think I'm getting it up there now.
Oh, by the hot liquid?
Yeah, by the
So
scent.
good. It opens up the experience for you now. And so I think when we do the actual
maybe.
session, it's gonna be really fun. And for the session, I will use a fragrance cup. It will be even more clear.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to add a little bit more leaves in there
Wow.
to make it even more uncomfortable.
Okay.
You're like, what? This pie is I'm so small. Why are you jamming more tea leaves in there?
Yeah, it's really like big right now.
So the bitterness got called out because there's so much leaves in there, right?
Yeah.
But it's very drinkable.
Oh yeah.
Because
it's
sometimes when the
delicious.
tea is bitter, it's really undrinkable.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like. And next session, I'm actually going to work on that particularly. I call the structure is broken.
Interesting.
The physical structure of a liquid is broken, so it becomes unbearable. But we'll work on that in the tea tasting session in the next session. See, I'm thinking a lot, John.
Yeah, this is great. It's all planned out.
Try to.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with smelling
The
the empty
smell-
cup
oh, you
and
love
getting
it
it
now,
up
huh?
there.
You can connect that now, right?
Yeah.
So when not just connected. So when you are like having the experience, so when you like just put this in a nose area and you can experience here, and at the same time when you start to use the internal eyes to scan your own body, that it's like salivating and it's like it's here. Oh my god, it's here. Oh my god, it's here too. It's like it coexists, not just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
And it makes the experience in a way more profound, very complex tea.
Yeah.
And when the tea is complex enough, you do want to be quick enough and sharp enough to be able to see them, to experience that. If those experiences that you don't know how to experience that, then you'll be like, I just drink a very strong cup of tea and it's kind of bitter and it's very unpleasant.
Yeah.
So, and there's such an experience too. You got to be able to know both of them. So you got to know bad tea and you got to know good tea. You got to know very good tea and exceptionally good tea. That kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. When you mentioned the salivation, I started to
Totally,
notice it.
just totally. Also like bubbly. Bubbly and like really strong mineral.
Okay.
Yeah, like you drink like bubbly mineral water. Yeah.
You're getting that still?
Oh, totally.
Cool.
And now, try to taste the tea at your throat area. Not feeling it, taste it. Can you taste it?
I think so.
Isn't it amazing?
So, yeah. It is amazing that we're not even drinking any tea right now. We're just like still talking about it like it's there, you know? Like it's still in there.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Are you going crazy now?
I think so. Yeah, I think I've officially gone crazy.
Isn't it very interesting to be able to taste tea here?
Yeah, that is really weird.
So you don't only taste tea here, you taste tea here. You feel tea here, you feel tea here. You feel tea in a lot of places when the tea is able to offer. And I think it's only fair to be able to feel them. And then use our brewing technique to call them all out, you know. So let me warm up the cup one more time. Let's just do 3 brews then. I mean, we can finish up with a 4. We'll see how this infusion plays out.
Okay. I also feel like I'm like to go way back to that first session where we talked about opening a tea. Like even that one, like I feel like it's becoming, this has been really helpful to kind of see what that means, you know, just like the clarity of it all when it's open. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it other than that it's so clear that everywhere it is really clear.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And kind of dramatic.
Dramatic. Dongting tea is very dramatic.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I'm a big fan of Dongting tea.
Yeah.
Because it's very dramatic.
Right. Yeah, I like that there's so much tea in there that the lid is like...
Get in there! And that's why, once again, let's go back to tasting tea to follow up what you say, clarity. You got to be clearly to be able to taste tea. And so is taste tea only here? Obviously not. But we do need to work on here to build that sharpness and the awareness. It's a good practice, and then it will expand to other parts of the body. Here is the foundation, because where do you start to taste tea?
Yeah. Hopefully.
And that's why actually smell is very important too. So you combine the two experience together from the beginning. You know, smell and taste, and then work with the body a little bit. And then later connect them all. Just like when you are smelling the empty cup, then you are experiencing it all over the places too.
Yeah.
That's why I can brew it long too.
Yeah, this is a long one. This is a lot of tea and a long brew.
But is it okay?
It was great. Yeah,
it's okay, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never even thought of putting more leaves in after.
Put it on anymore. So this cup, besides watching all over the places, I would like to invite you to see if you can see one more thing about a dongding. It's actually at the root of your tongue.
Okay.
See if you can feel something or taste something around there.
The root
when
of
it's
my
a
tongue.
very thick dongding. Now underneath, just right the root area, like connect to the throat area.
Okay.
So not throat, at the root of your tongue. Is that right? Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
There's a feeling there.
Yeah.
And so when you go home, you brew your dongding in a light way, and I bet you it doesn't show up.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And teacher said this is
Huh.
the dongding essence,
Wow.
dongding yun.
I promise I'm not making it up just because he's telling me. It's so clearly there.
It's
it really
there,
is.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, that is so.
Because normally
Wild.
with dongding, I pay more attention to the throat and to the physical movement. But now since he called it out, it's like it's totally there. And sometimes it's not there because I brew it lighter.
Wow.
And why is this so important? I guess it's not. But if certain things have a certain feeling and we don't let it show up, it's once again, it's kind of a shame. It's totally there.
It's still there, yeah. Oh.
So this is
Still
bitter, big, bitter, and juicy.
Really juicy. Yeah, that's one of the other things I noticed. Really juicy.
Juicy,
and nice.
right? Yeah.
I actually really like the bitterness too.
It's okay, right?
Yeah.
The bitterness is very focused and it's very in center. So there's a form of bitterness. It's spread over the places inside of your mouth and so uncomfortable. This bitterness is very concentrated,
Yeah.
just like the tea. It's such a huge volume of leaves in there. It's so concentrated. And yet it offers two very different experiences with a lighter, less volume of tea leaves versus almost double. Later I double it.
Yeah.
I just put more leaves in there. Double of the volume to get the experience. So what are the two experiences to you?
I mean, this one is just like the stuff that we've talked about just I didn't even notice it the first time. Like it wasn't even, like we got kind of that, I noticed the movement, which is really nice, which I had noticed in the previous session too, kind of how it spread in the body, but like I didn't notice the scent going up to my head. I didn't notice the feeling going up to my head. I didn't notice the back of the tongue thing. So there's it's just reaching. I feel like it's reaching different places,
yeah.
places that the first one didn't really reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm not saying which one is better. It's your preferences. And it's other people's preferences too, because some people might think this brew is a little bit too overwhelming. Then it will be a negative experience to the tea drinker. But I think when the tea, you just fix it all the time, 6 grams all the time, brew it for X amount of time because somebody told you that. And I think people are looking for a correct cup of tea, or in a way, a perfect cup of tea. Well, you spend time to brew the tea, you better be tasting good, you know. But the thing is, within the tasting good, the perfect context, what is perfect, you know?
Yeah.
What is perfect?
Yeah.
Was the perfection really there? I guess only the tea drinker can tell if it's perfect, because sometimes you do hit that perfect moment, right? It's really good.
Yeah.
But I bet you also have the experience that you actually drink a lot of our teas, and then you say you drink Lisan tea now every day. Every day, is it a little bit different experience?
Oh yeah, it's definitely different.
And can I say some days you can have 2 days, 2 different experience, and you are both very satisfied with that brew. And one day it's like, I didn't do a good job today.
Yeah.
You know? So there were 2 days out of the 3 days that you think both parts of teas are pretty good, right? But they are different.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I want my tea brewing to be good every single day, and I don't care if it's the same. I actually nowadays I don't want it to be the same.
Yeah.
Kind of boring.
Right. And it's really interesting because I definitely notice how different it is from day to day, but I couldn't necessarily tell you why. You know, like I can notice it, but I won't be able to just be like, well, it's because I did this and this and this. So I'm excited to be able to start getting a sense of like, why, or at least being able to start asking the question of why do I think it was different today than yesterday? What was different first, and then why do I think it came out differently than yesterday?
Yeah.
And you can't do that, I guess, if you're measuring 6 grams exactly on a gram scale every day. I think that it's there's less experimentation if you do it that way. There's less space for the difference from day to day of why is it different today? Because if you do the same amount of tea every day, then it might just be the same every day, and you might not know kind of what the tea can be.
Yeah, what the tea can be, and also it can get stale. Not the tea. Yeah, sure, the tea will turn stale too, but more of like your tea brewing will get stale.
Yeah.
Because then the mind is not there because you rely on things to measure it out. Then the tea brewing itself is stale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can do experimentation on that one next session.
I'm trying to see if I can get the scent
to go up.
Yeah. I think I can. It's for some reason it's a lot clearer in the empty cup right now, which is interesting.
And the tea is totally changing.
I know. I can just. I'm just like watching it, kind of the back of the tongue, and just like the way it moves through the throat to the it's just, and to the shoulders, moving to the shoulders again.
Much stronger, right?
Yeah. Maybe even down further. Are you getting it even down further? Crazy.
That's very cute. It's good, huh? Yeah. The thing is, it's a good tea. So both styles will let you observe the basic movements. In a way, you can argue the first round is easier to observe because second round is everything about it is much sharper because there's way more leaf volume. But it's to also get the tea in a very intense way and without. Because some teas, I bet you, when you put this much volume, it's really not drinkable.
Yeah.
Try it. Try to put 10 grams of like low quality tea and brew it this hot and brew it this long. It's not drinkable. And we'll work on that next session, that not drinkable teas. You got to know those teas to get that direct experience too. But this one, you jam pack the tea and brew it strong, brew it hot, brew it long. It offers, yes, an intense experience, but the whole structure, very importantly, it stays in the mouth, in the body. It all stays. None of the places ever got broken, even once. Because when it get broken, I know. And I'll feel very ashamed of myself. When I break my tea, trust me.
Yeah.
Good session today.
Great session.
Cool. So I think that's it. And keep working on that. We will. And once again, I'm going to practice this. If you have any questions or comments about tea tasting and tea brewing and you want to see on our podcast, and please, I want to train myself to become a YouTuber, leave the comments below.
There you go.
And we'll try to cover them in our sessions. So we'll see you next time.
Cool. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Yeah. Thank you, John.